Hello, hello, hello. Big up, everyone. I hope you're all well and welcome live watch along. This should be a good one. This should be a good one. Sorry, apologies. I'm a little bit all over the place at the moment. I've literally just come off from Jez's channel. Brilliant show tonight on Jez's channel. The old school chat. Fantastic. Loved it. And here we are. The big one. Spain versus France. Yeah, should be a cracker. Big up Gav, big up Kawaja, and big up everyone that's locked in. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's have a little look at the lineup. Little lineup here. So where was the lineup? So yeah, who's going to meet? Who is going to face England or Argentina in the final? Big up Aussie Ange. Hope you're well, bruv. Hope you're well. This is going to be a cracker. As I said on Jezzy's show, I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I think there'll be a lot of cancelling out. So I'm just trying to sort out my TV. I don't know what's happening with it at the moment. I've had all sorts of bugs. We should have had the retro show tonight. Again, that was a prank. That all went waff. Don't know what happened there. So yeah, big up to everyone that's locked in. Thank you for joining us. Kawaja, big up to you. What is going on with this TV? Come on, man. There we go. We're here. As France's record against Spain is not brilliant, to be honest. National anthem's going on. I love that Spanish tracksuit top with the original Adidas logo. The white with the wine, the burgundy, brilliant. Look at the legends who are in that stadium. Look, Puyol. They've had some great players over the years, haven't they, Spain? Unbelievable players over the years. Stadium's packed out again. Looking good as ever. Wow. Be back in a sec, guys. I just got to have a little break, a little toilet break, and I will be back shortly. Big up to every single. Big up, everyone. I'm back. So, Mannion, Digne, Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé, Rabiot, Tchouaméni, Barcola, Elise, Dembele, Mbappe. Wow. That is some forward line. I don't think Elise is going to have much of the ball tonight, to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest. I just feel I don't think he's going to have as much as the ball as what he has had. And he's the one that makes them tick. He's the one that tries to prize all the openings. Simone, Cucurella, Laporte, Kubarassi, Porro, Rodri, Ruiz, Dani Olmo, Alex Baena, Olathabal, and Lamine Yamal. For me, he's got to show up, Lamine Yamal. I think this could be. So 4-3-3 is the lineup for Spain. The stadium set. Deschamps. I think he's an underrated coach, Deschamps, personally. Pedri on the bench again, ruthless. I can only imagine that's an injury. I can't imagine you keep Pedri on the bench, man like Pedri. Don't get that at all. Really don't get that at all. Now, whether he's carrying an injury, I don't know. Big up, Tappy. Big up, Martin. What's your score predictions, guys? Get them in. I think this could be a long night. I think it could go all the way, personally. I mean, the quality on this football pitch tonight is just a joke. Look at all of it. How much money do you reckon's on that football pitch in players, in talent? Mbappe, Elise. I mean, just go Mbappe, Elise, Lamine Yamal. Just those three players alone. It's millions, absolutely millions. This is elite. For me, this should be the final. And we're off, people. Spain kicking off. See how they keep the ball. See, this is what it's going to be like. This is why France ain't come up against this in this World Cup yet. Cucurella, you know, he always plays well for Spain, doesn't he? Always plays well for Spain, Cucurella. He's one of them players that's really consistent for his national team. I do like him. I do like him. He's one of them players that you kind of hate playing against, or you hate going Arsenal playing against, but you'd love him. You'd love him in your team. I would. I think he'd make a brilliant fullback, but ain't to be. I just love the way they play football, the way they knock it and pass it, and it's just brilliant to watch. Yeah, I like Martin. I like Cucurella. I always have done. When he was at Brighton, he used to sort of like really. He used to wind me up because he had that kind of. But he's, as I said, he's a sort of player you'd love at your club, and he never does anything wrong for Spain. He's always been really consistent for Spain. Always. Interesting, no Pedri in there though. I think they're playing Dani Olmo in there, aren't they? In the 10. See again, exactly what I predicted on Jezzy's show. Spain will get a lot of the ball, keep possession. France are going to have to just be patient, and it depends what they do with it when they get it. Obviously, they've got to then inject their pace into the game once they get the ball. But they're not going to see a lot of the ball. See the quality already in this game is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, people. That's what they can't do. They can't lay square balls like that. It's laid square. Yamal on the ball. France are just sitting in now. Look, 2 banks of 4. Spain are just doing what Spain do, just passing the ball. Then they lose it. This is what France have to do now. They have to use their quality once they get the ball back. Because you don't normally see a lot of the ball when you're playing against Spain. When you do get the ball, you've got to use it with quality. Masters at it, Tappy. Absolute masters at it. Barcola gets away. No, it's never appeared. The cross was poor, man. When you're getting in positions, you've got to hit the penalty spot or get a cross in. Get a corner out of it as well. But I mean, corner to France. Whipped in. Rabiot, poor effort of a shot. He didn't know whether to really. He didn't know whether to dink that or blast it. 2 minds. As I said, I don't think it's one of them games what you're going to tune into and see loads of goals. I think there's going to be a lot of cancelling out. I could be wrong, but from what I see, the first 6 minutes. See what Yamal's trying to do there. He's trying to get on the half turn and he's trying to just turn it with a little bit of pace. Big up, Ruthless. Can you imagine it 0-0 and then Marino pops up with another winner? I'm telling you now, that could happen. That could absolutely happen. That brother's got an habit of scoring important goals. No, they've got to use it better than that environment. I don't know who I want to win, you know. I don't know. I mean, I like that attacking lineup of France. I suppose from an England point of view, who would you rather play, Spain or France? Do you know what? I'm going to stick my neck out here, and I'd say I think England would rather play France. Because with Spain, it's all that unpredictability, isn't it? Through the midfield, in attack, you know, keeping the ball, dictating the pace. With France, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get, you know, right, you've got to deal with the attack. Once you deal with the attack, we can then hopefully find other ways of beating them. But with Spain, you don't quite know what you're dealing with. I always find it more dangerous to play against a team that's unpredictable, because Spain can change it up. Spain can play walking football for 90 minutes. They can, like, you know, they've got so many different ways of playing. France are heavily relying on their attack. I think Spain can hurt you anywhere. That's a quality kit, that Spanish white kit. This is a dangerous free kick now for France to deal with. Spain can wear you down also. Martin, they can. Exactly. As I said, personally, I think with Spain, I think with France, you can prepare yourself better. I think against Spain, you don't quite know. That's my opinion anyway. But, you know, people will look at the paper and go, yeah, but they got Mbappe, they got Dembele, they got Elise. Why wouldn't you want to play? Why would you want to play France in the final? Because I think, apart from that forward line, I think they're beatable. Whereas Spain, they've got that individual quality all over the pitch. But as I said, I'm talking hypothetically because we've got to beat Argentina first, and that's not going to be easy. As I said on Jezzy's, it's hard to call. I can't call it. I should do. I should go, oh, England to win. But I'd be lying. If I said England to win 2-1, 3-1, I'd be lying, because although we've won games and we've got through to the semi-final, I've not been convinced. I've not been, you know, they've not taken my breath away. I've not felt 100% convinced. And I've not felt 100% convinced about Argentina either. So, you know, could go all the way. Did the ref forget his shaving foam? Oh, man. Big up to you, Ruthless Man. A massive 8 of you's locked in, but who cares? Just saves me watching it on my own. You know, we can all enjoy it together, people. That's a good ball. Easily dealt with. Goal kick, no problem at all. Out muscle there. Laporte. See, I think he's underrated, Laporte. Wonder what would be FIFA's ideal World Cup final? France and Argentina, I would imagine. Really upset the apple cart if it was Spain and England, wouldn't it? Oh. Saliba's had a good World Cup so far. The two RG centre-backs are inconsistent, Romario and Martinez. Hothead's a weak link. I agree. Totally agree with you, Martin. Is it me, or does this game already have that feel that it could go all the way? That's what the script writers want. Anyway, yeah, I think they do. I think they want a France and Argentina final, don't they? That'd be ideal for them, wouldn't it? Ruthless. Lee Gunner obviously rooting for Spain, right and all. He'd love a Spain-England final, Lee. Big up to Lee, by the way. Let's have a quick look at the stats, people. Quick look at the possession stats. Yeah, no surprise there. Look, Spain 62% possession. That was nasty. That was nasty. That's studied right in the ankle. That is not pretty. Did he get a yellow card? He didn't even get a yellow card for that. That's crazy. As I said, not many shots, nothing to really write home about, but possession-wise, it's all Spain, as predicted. This is why France have got to be, they've just got to show a little bit of patience, and then when they get the ball, that's when they've got to start using their quality. Like now, they're on the break now. Dembele, what a ball that is. What a pass that is. And Mbappe, still Mbappe. Wow, wow. See, this is where France can hurt you. At a blink of an eye, bang. One ball from Dembele, they was in. Dangerous, man. Oh, yellow card all day long, Ruthless. That was. It's a game of chess. However, whoever blinks first will make the error. Yeah, I said it on Jezzy's. It will be a lot of cancelling out, won't it? Big up, Benzo. Thanks for dropping in, my friend. They look for Elise all the time. This Dembele, though, once he gets going, man. Cross weren't good by Tchouaméni. Look how quick France's transition is. Ruthless. It is. It's like the title of your profile, my friend. Ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. I'm going to have to shut windows up in a minute. I'm getting nets and all sorts coming in here. Ridiculous. Still can't believe we'll be on tender hooks tomorrow watching England in the semi-final. Crazy. I thought they'd get. I didn't think they'd make the semi-final. I've got to be honest with you. That's a good ball down the line. Cucurella won't give that up. Well defended. Goal kick. Goal kick, France. Not many chances. Some passages of play, but not many chances yet. Big up, Matthew Boss. DJB, my 79-year-old mother is at home now. Time to sue the local council and Amazon. Yeah, Matthew Boss, go for it. Give it. Penalty to Spain. Big up, Matthew Boss. Hope all as well, bro. Penalty to Spain. Foul on you, Mal. Let's have a look. Digny heads it. It's a definite pen. Loses his bearing, heads it up in the air. He's watching the ball. His eyes on the ball. Yamal comes in, turns his back. Massive big kick into the top of the thigh, thinking it was the ball. Yeah, he can't complain about that. It's a definite pen. People have underestimated Tuchel and his tactics and sub changes have been spot on. What will stop England winning the World Cup is England if they're... Yeah, absolutely right, Ruthless. I think Tuchel was ideal, really, to have a point as England manager. You need an elite manager. It's definitely a penalty. I mean, it's one of them, isn't it? It was going nowhere. He's headed the ball up. He's looking at the ball. He's lost the flight of the ball. He hasn't got a clue who's coming in behind him. Yamal's not give it up. He's turned his back on him. The player's just swiped out. I think it's a penalty all day long. Now, big up Matthew, boss man. I hope all goes well, my friend. The main thing is, before all of that happens, is mum's all right. That's the first priority, my friend. Stonewall penalty. Yeah, massive. Definitely a penalty. I remember my wife's elderly mother had a full-on Arriva bus in London. As the bus jerked as soon as she asked the bus driver to wait. It took 5 years to get paid out and blamed COVID for the... Wow, Aussie Ange. That's what I mean. It's crazy, isn't it? France is the only team I see England can beat. The rest, well, we'll see. They might go one behind here. Massive penalty for Spain. Olazábal. He's got to bury this, hasn't he? It's the right decision. Yeah, that's how to take a penalty. No silly run-ups, no stutter, no before he hits the ball. Just run up to the ball, put your laces through it, smashed it, 1-0. Definite penalty. 100%. 100%. Now we'll see what France is made of. Now we'll see how much of favourites they are. Never underestimate Spain. Great penalty. Right in the corner. Good height, but it was the corner. It was the direction. Right in the corner. Yeah, it's definitely a penalty. He had no clue who was around him. He's headed the ball. He's looking at the ball. He ain't got a clue who's around him. He's lashed out at it, thinking it was the ball and it was the player. 90% of the stuttered missed their pens. Benso, terrible way to take a penalty. 100%. And that's the first time France have fallen behind this tournament. Yeah, we'll see what they're made of. Never underestimate the Spanish in any tournament. They've just quietly been going about their business. Yeah. Good pen run up. Give it a good old-fashioned boot. None of this stuff. Exactly, Tappy. Exactly. None of this crap stuttering. Just put your laces through it. Job done. And before you know where we are, blink of an eye, dehydration break. 23 minutes in, 1-0 Spain. Mafia Boss 5000 councils in England are completely useless. Only have to look at the state of the roads in England. Take them. Exactly. Take them to the cleaners. Yeah. Good luck to you, my friend. Spain. Get written off too. Yeah, absolutely. Get far written off too easily. They play quality football, but this ain't over yet. When you got men like Dembele in your team, Elise, Mbappe, all of these men, this ain't over yet. This is not over yet. Look, he's looking at the ball. He's turned to volley the ball and he's volleyed the player. It's a good pen. Good pen. Aussie Ange, they have no leg to stand on, and the Amazon driver drove off and failed to stop. Even worse, man. Big up to you, Mafia. Two secs, guys. I need a dehydration break myself. F1 do not like bad publicity. That was never a penalty. The guy didn't see him behind him. Stupid referee. I think it is. In the laws of the game, that is a penalty, Sherry. Unfortunately, I can understand where you're coming from. That he didn't know where the player was and it was unintentional. But when you booted the player like that, and he's lost his bearings, it is a penalty without a doubt. Hang on, Saliba's pulled up here. This don't look good. This don't look good, people. Not only for France, but for Arsenal as well. Saliba's just gone down for no reason at all. Now, we said he was injured anyway. Going into the tournament, he didn't look fit for Arsenal, but he's just gone down. This don't look good. This does not look good for France. Look, they're all concerned. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Sherry Swiss, it's called awareness. Digney lacked at the time. If he'd have checked his shoulder, Digney would have. Yeah. Big up DJB. Why do you always turn your face from the camera when you're on Jezzy's channel? I don't mean to, that boy. I think it's my camera. It may look as if I am, but what I'm doing, I'm looking at the chat. And sometimes when I look at the chat, it looks as if I'm turning my face away. It's like Shane. If you look at Shane when he's on camera, he's looking up like that. because I think he's got his monitor or whatever, and he's looking up. So I don't mean to. Yeah, I don't mean to do that. It's just where I'm looking at. Like now, I'm looking at the chat now, and it's because I'm always keeping an eye on what the chat is saying. This ain't good, people. This is not good. Saliba off, substituted. Looks like a thigh. Looks like not good. Not good for France. Not a good sign for Arsenal, that either. Oh dear. Not good. It's all happening. France 1 down. Saliba down. You don't want to lose the quality of Saliba in a World Cup semi-final. We're going to struggle early into this season. Yeah, Benzo, I've been saying it all the time. Spain winning the World Cup is well justified. A footballing powerhouse with 2 powerhouse clubs like Madrid and Barca. Should have been more World Cups back to 20, 30 years ago. They were serial underachievers. Aussie Ange, yeah. 100%. Do you know what, right? There's 2 things. There's 2 things that I've always said. I always used to like watching Italian football because of the art of defending. I always think defending's an art. The way Italians used to just defend and tackle and break up play and all of that. Loved it. But pure football, watching Spanish football growing up as a kid, for me, it was just technically brilliant. The way they pass the ball, control the ball, pass and move. Just love watching it. Even now, I love watching Spanish football. France are rocked here. That will need more injuries for Arsenal. Sherry, he was injured all the time. Isn't it funny how it's Arsenal players going down? Saka, not fully fit. Rice ain't fully fit. Saliba's now just gone down. It's no coincidence that Marino is okay, because A, he's not been starting for Spain, and B, he's been injured half the season for Arsenal. Body language doesn't look good. No, doesn't look good at all, Benzo. 100%. I love the AC Milan side of the last 80s, 90s. That's a team. Yeah, massive, great team, Milan. Amazing. Amazing. Cucurella just got a yellow card for what exactly? This is what I mean. But you can stud someone in the shin or the ankle and get away with it. Bizarre. The only one who hasn't gone down is Noni. Yeah, Noni won't go down. Don't do enough, does he? Don't do enough to go down, does he? That is not good for Saliba. Being interesting to see what happens there. Not good at all, people. I'm still shocked at AC Milan's Champions League. Hasn't been beaten yet. 20 years they haven't won one. I know, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's like Arsenal, isn't it? Never won one. Unreal, isn't it? I still can't get my head over that Arsenal have never won a European Cup. Never won the European Cup. That's why I was absolutely gutted this season when we lost it. Need to get myself to the San Siro before they knock it down. Good point. Good point. Spain are well in control of this game. I knew they would be. I told Jezza and man on the stream, Spain will control this game. They'll starve France of possession, and France won't be able to cope with it. Oh, he's in. He's in. Good job. The offside flag was up. Will Arsenal have a fit team come the first match of the new season? Sherry probably won't. No, I would say not. They're not going to have a fit. They're not going to have a fit team. It's going to be worrying. Worried. I said it on the Sunday sit back. I'm worried about next season. Said it last year. Enjoy this season because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Big up, Lynch. D to the J to the B. What's the latest? Didn't that hit Yamal's arm? My gut thinks Saliba won't play much this season. That's if he's not sold. Bayern Munich and Barcelona want him. He might think, job done at Arsenal. I've won the Premier League. We ain't going to win the Champions League. That's the one I want now. He might get his head turned. Another player that's been running to the ground. Look at the minutes he's played for Arsenal. 1-0 Spain. 35 minutes gone. And I'll be honest with you. France have done nothing. And I predicted this. I said that Spain will have the ball. And it depends what France do with it once they get possession. And to be honest, they haven't done a lot with it at all. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, both massive clubs. Atletico's defeats were brutal. Yeah, exactly, Aussie. Massive clubs, huge. See, this is where they've got to hurt Spain, when they're in this position here. Not good enough, Barcola. What do you think about this Barcola? I don't know. I'm a bit undecided about him, you know. I want France-England final, Lynch. That'd be great. That'd be epic. That would be epic, Lynch. France are on the ropes. They're in total control, Spain. And do you know what I've been impressed with Spain? They're playing with a bit of pace this game. That left-hand side, look at that. That's quality. That left-hand side for Spain is so key. Good effort by Porro, but nah, always going wide. Always going wide. Oh, what's the keeper doing now? Oh, that's quality. Stop it. Oh, the football then. All that needed was a goal. That just needed a goal. The footwork in that. The interchanging play. Gets the ball here. Lamau, beautiful little ball inside. Great return from Dani Olmo. Wow, man. This Spanish team, I'm telling you. Lee said Spain would win the World Cup. Lee Gunner said Spain would win the World Cup. When people are banging on about France and all of that, he said, no, Spain are going to win it. I'm telling you now, if Spain score a second goal, I reckon it's good night France. Amazing by Upamecano. Brilliant. Brilliant. Ruiz had to finish that. Yeah. Totally. Yamal's up for this, you know. Isn't it funny how big players turn up in big games? Yamal, Rodri's looking comfortable, dictating things, trying to make... Look at Yamal, look. He's levels, isn't he? That's a corner. How he ain't got a corner from that, I do not know. Seen someone say that Trossard is more of a legend than Fabregas. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. 17 mil for Trossard to Besiktas. Look, thanks Trossard for all what you've done, but yeah, that's one out the door. We need another 4 or 5 out the door now. Get Martinelli out the door. Spain are dominating this. France are all over the place. I knew they would be. I knew they would be. Because Elise's not getting on the ball. They're starving Elise of the ball. They're keeping the ball when they've got it, Spain. Everything I said on Jezzy's channel, this game is panning out. DJB can't count France out, 2-0 down, a lot of individual brilliance. Not fully, but I just feel the way the game's going at the moment. Saliba, they've lost Saliba at the back. They look as if they're panicky. I just feel Spain are up for this. They're in complete control. Complete control. France lose, Paris will burn tonight. Oh, ruthless, man. If England go out tomorrow, I know another place that's going to burn and all. Imagine how flat the country will be tomorrow if England lose. Eh? Offside Mbappe. Bog fan of yours, DJB. Big up Lynch. If I had to pick one guy I don't want to see anymore, it would be Martinelli. He has to go. He's crap. Arsenal should be too big for the fake Brazilian talent. He has to go. He was one-footed. Look, Martinelli had that season, didn't he, where he played down the middle and he looked half effective. He scored a vital equaliser against Man City. Other than that, he ain't really done nothing. He ain't done nothing now for about 2 or 3 seasons. And he's been at the football club long enough now. Lynch, you know? He hasn't done it. Simple as that. When I watch him live, he gets the ball. He don't get his head up. Again, he runs the ball out of play. He doesn't pick out the right pass. You get little moments out of him, but we can't have moments. You've got to have players that are playing 9 on it all the time. For me, we need an improvement on that left-hand side. Massively. Massively. So, yeah, he's got to go. Jesus has got to go. Fabio Vieira's got to go. Nelson's got to go. There's so many players that have got to get out of this football club. But then the players we have got, Rice, here we go. Oh, that's brilliant by the goalkeeper. Simon's right out of goal there. He read that well. Sniffed out the danger really well then. Pendulum swinging a little bit. France with a corner. Was he offside? I think he might have been offside there anyway. Pick up Felix. DJB, a famous Argentine sports newspaper, they're called Olé, says that the striker Julian Alvarez is close to signing for Arsenal at Arteta's request. If that's correct, I'm all for it. Oh, there's a mix-up in there. There's panic. Should have been left. That should have been keeper's ball. But I don't know. I don't know whether that's... If that's a strong source, Felix, big up. But I just can't see it happening. Can't see it happening. There are England flags on every lamppost in my town. Everyone believes. Ruthless, I hope so, my friend. I hope so. I hope so. The problem is, when you've supported England and watched England in tournaments over the years, I mean, what? I've been like, I can remember them since I was 7 years old in World Cups. You know? And they always just let you down, don't they? I've been here so many times with England, so I'm just going to sit, watch along, Jamboy, Normski. I'm just going to try and keep it calm because I know what England are like. So I'm not saying anything at the moment. I can't really think about the game at the moment. I'm too nervous, you know? %, my friend. Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. Lynch, there's a lot of players that have got to go. What is going on here? What is going on here? Nothing. There was nothing in that. That's a ball by Yamal. The running this Cucurella does from fullback is a joke. What a lot of people don't realise as well with Spain is their work rate off the ball is incredible. They're not only effective when they've got the ball, their work rate without it is just mad. That's a free kick. Has to be a free kick. England are better than Argentina, but they have Messi, who still is dangerous, but I see England winning. I hope so, Benzo. Look, Messi. Look, we all know Messi speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. However, you cut the supply chain around him. Messi's then looking isolated. My biggest problem is that Argentina play 4-4-2. So the wingers, when you're playing against 4-4-2, your wide men have got to be really effective. Really effective. Gordon's been in and out. Noni Madueke's not good enough. And Saka's out of form. So we haven't really got wide men that's going to hurt them. And if we try and play through the middle, we ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. So that's where we've got to be effective, is down the flanks. Mm. 46 minutes gone. I'll tell you, this first half has just flown by. It's been an interesting half. It has flown by. They got Pedri to bring on yet, Spain. That's a good ball in. I'm playing Gordon, Rashford on the wings. That's not a bad shout, Ruthless. That's not a bad shout. See, I'm still not convinced we need Anderson and Rice in that middle. I think we could get a bit more creative against Argentina. I think we can get a little bit more creative, personally. Because when Cape Verde got a little bit more creative in midfield, they done well out of it. But I think the game, I don't know, is it too big a game to bring Maino in for this one? Probably. Was that hamstring that Saliba pulled up with? I wonder if that was a hamstring that he pulled up with. I didn't really see. He just went down, was it? I don't think he did he twist his knee or was it his ankle again? Because he's had problems with his ankle. You know, there was concerns with his ankle at Arsenal, and that's going to be interesting to see what's happened there. Some good quality being played in this. Oh, that's a great turn. Just run it out of play. 4-1-4-1 formation. Anderson as anchor, Rashford, Rodgers, Bellingham, Gordon as a midfield four. Everything else the same. Anderson as anchor, Rashford, Rodgers, Bellingham. It's not a bad shout, Ruthless, to be honest, but he's not going to play Rice. He's not going to play Rice. And there was evidence of that the other night when Rice went off. I know he wasn't fully fit, and I know he was sort of like, but once Rice comes out of that midfield, there's a big hole there. You do miss him. You do miss him. I've always said it, haven't I? Rice is the sort of player that, even though he's playing bad or he's not fully fit, you miss him when he's not playing. He's one of them players that kind of, you know, that fills a void and gets. He's a bit like Rodri. Why is Dembele trying to take on players there? Why didn't he just cross it? Half time. Half time. Rice always gives you that no less than 7. Yeah, Tappy does, doesn't he? 7, 8 out of 10 every week. Every week. Always does. I agree. 18 likes, people. Smash the like button. Yeah. Listen. I mean, there's only been about 8. So you've all smashed the like because I think I've only had about 18 in the chat. So big up to everyone that's locked in with me watching this watch along. As I said, I just go live, put it on. Just saves me sitting there on my own watching it. Might as well watch it with you guys. Big up to every single one of yous. Let me know. Do you reckon France are going to come back into this second half? I think they've got to throw the kitchen sink out of it a little bit, to be honest with you. But Spain deserved that. They were in control. France didn't really trouble them. Spain was doing what Spain do. Good possession, good passing. Big up, Gav. Dembele has been bad in this game. Yeah, that they all have. What I said on Jez's channel, right, when they said about the game, I said if France are going to keep possession, they're going to get possession of the ball, and they're going to have a lot of possession of the ball. Spain's going to have a lot of possession of the ball, and it depends how France deal with that, because France have been used to being on the front foot in this World Cup. Elise's had a lot of the ball. Elise's been trying to probe and get things moving for France. And now they've been starved of that. How are they going to react? And there you go. They haven't had a lot of the ball. So, and they've not looked effective. We appreciate it. No problem, Benso. Big up to you, my friend. How long do you think Saliba will be out for? Kawaja, I'm hoping it's just the rest of the World Cup and the summer and he'll be fully fit at the start of the season. But looking at that, could be anything. If it's hamstring or something's gone, don't know. We'll have to wait and see. One thing's for sure, he's out of the World Cup. He'll be out of the World Cup, even if they make the final, which is sad for Saliba, isn't it? Can you imagine? You imagine Saliba, World Cup final, World Cup finals, France get through to the final and he can't play. Honestly, as an Arsenal fan who I think is Saliba is absolutely top draw, world class in my book. One of the best defenders around, and I absolutely think he's brilliant. I'll be absolutely gutted for him if he can't make if France make the final and he can't play. Absolutely gutted. Yeah, half time, guys. France 0, Spain 1. BRB, big up to, and they could come back, DJB. They can turn a game in minutes. France can't underestimate. Listen, Martin. No, you can't. You're right. You're right, bro. There's no way with that talent on the pitch you can underestimate them. You can't underestimate France. Too much talent. Way too much talent. I agree. Totally agree. Tomorrow night, though, people, we will be here. England versus Argentina. Argentina versus England. The bar will be open. Get your nibbles, get your teas, get your coffees, get your whatever you're drinking, and join me, Gianni, Normsky, Jamboy, for what could be a big. If England win, I'm going outside and shouting my head off, because I'm telling you now, World Cup final, wow. Yeah, look, it's a penalty, isn't it? It's a penalty. It is a penalty. I think Jez made the right call not going to the bar. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Look at Paddy V looking concerned. Patrick Vieira looking concerned in the studio. See, this is what I'm saying. He said France ain't turned up this half. They've not played with it yet with the intensity, but they've not had the ball. And that was my biggest worry for France. Neat run for me. Yeah, big up, Ruthless. Yeah, can't beat a bit of neat run. Oh, I'll tell you what, my son and my daughter-in-law went to the Caribbean and they brought back some rum cake. I've never had it before. It's in a tight like sealed in a box, and you take it out of the box and it's like in a vacuumed packaging. And it's like just sponge covered in rum. Oh, it's amazing. I had one slice and I thought, oh, that's nice. Then I had another bit. Then in the end, it had gone. It wasn't big. It was only about 10 inches, like. But honestly, it had gone. Ruthless. Honestly, it was lovely. You've probably had the rum cake, haven't you? Vieira saying France didn't turn up in the first half. No, they didn't. They haven't turned up in the first half, but Spain ain't let them turn up. And I knew that was going to happen. You know, when you got a team that's so good on the ball, when you got a team that can just keep possession, it just knocks you out your stride all the time. You know? Think France will chuck everything at it and get caught on the counter. Good shout, Mafia boss. See, this is the problem when you're playing Spain, isn't it? You start bombing forward and going bonkers. You could find yourself 2 or 3 down within minutes. Thoughts on George Best as an Arsenal player? Oh, man. Georgie Best, man. If he'd have been an Arsenal player, I'm telling you. Again, one of the best players that never went to a World Cup. Crazy. Ow, that's a big delicacy. Yeah, honestly, ruthless. Never had it before. Beautiful. Henry and Ibra I got for half time. Let us know what they're saying, Lynch, because I haven't got them on. Look at Saliba. What is wrong now? Limping badly. Look, he looks dejected. Look at his face. Look, bless him. What a shame. Stats at half time, people. Where are we? Stats at half time. Spain 56 possession, 44. Total shots for Spain 5, 2 for France, 1 on target for Spain, 0 for France. Touches in the box, both had 8. 2 big chances for Spain, 0 for France. They need to up it. They need to up it. Simple as that. Yeah. All your XGs that I'm not into, but it is there anyway. Total shots 5 for Spain, 2 for France. Off target 2 and 2. So Spain edged that first half. They edged the first half, people. 1-0. Lynch, what has Henry said about France? Oh dear, oh dear. Henry looks worried, 100%. Spain versus England final, same as Euro final, where Southgate bottled it. Let's say that Tuchel ain't doing that, DK. One thing with Tuchel, he knows his in-game management skills. That is one thing that makes him elite. Always said it. Always said it. On a one-off game, you need in-game management. And that's where Arteta's got to learn his trade more. Them cup finals, them semi-finals. That's what he's got to learn. Yeah, he's won the league. You know, he's won the marathon. He's got to win the sprint. You know. DJB, in your opinion, what was the best England side, in your opinion, not to win either of the Euros or the World Cup? Oh, mate. Oh. I mean, you got to look at the era, ain't you, where Paul Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, Ferdinand, there's that, and then you had the Shearer and Sheringham, yeah, Euro '96. You know what I mean? I mean, that was just like, that was madness. That team, Stuart Pearce and all that, Southgate centre half. So we've had some eras. I mean, I remember the days of Kevin Keegan, Mick Shannon, Francis, all of them men, Again, another generation that never won nothing, and we had some quality players. I mean, Kevin Keegan at the time was brilliant, So we've had some. It just goes on and on and on and on. Ruthless. He just said they have to toughen up, be cleaner. It's more commercials and yeah, exactly. Thomas Tuchel is the right England man for me. Big up, Suge. Hope you're well, my friend. Big up, DJB and the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. Rum cakes was so good at Christmas and cheap way to get tipsy as a kid. I don't have it now though. Oh, mate. I've probably been living in a box, Suge, because the only time I had rum cake was at literally last summer when my son and my sister daughter-in-law came back from the Caribbean. They brought it back. That's the only time I've ever had it. I was blown away. I'm thinking, where have I been living all these years? Big up to you, Suge. Hope you're well, brother. Thank you for coming in. Always the Suge. Big up to the Suge from Lynch and Tappy. We're due a World Cup, mate. DK, honestly, we are due a World Cup massively, massively. Big up, Martin. Yeah, that era when we had Scholes and Gerrard, Lampard, all them men, you know, yeah. Even, I'll tell you what, that Italia 90, wasn't it? Gazza, Lineker. I really thought it was ours that year. I thought it was ours, honestly. And honestly, I've had some real sad times with England. Nasta official, big up to you, my friend. I would say 1996 we should have won. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Italian, yeah, 90 was massively. We should have won that. So gutted. Really gutted. I can remember it to this day. Are we going to have visions of this? Are we going to have visions tomorrow of 1990? I've got a bad feeling, you know. I've got a bad feeling. I've got a feeling England are going to turn up like France has turned up the first half. I've just got a bad feeling. I don't know why. I don't know why. Perhaps I'm just convincing myself. I don't know. Question for DJB. How did the Golden Generation Scotland team in the 80s not deliver? They even failed to win the single British home championship in the 80s. That team had mainly those Liverpool and Forest legends. The problem is, unfortunately, although you had the Nottingham Forest legends of that era and the Liverpool legends, you had one or two individuals that weren't quite up to it. And if you're going to win international football matches and major competitions and go far, you've got to have pretty much 11 players of all top quality, you know. And that's the same as the Republic of Ireland. You might have had your Roy Keanes and all of that, but there'd be two or three players that weren't quite up to international level, that weren't playing for the Liverpools and the big teams at the time. And when they're not playing for the big teams at the time, those two or three players are not up to it. You're pretty much playing with sort of 7, 8 players. So, yeah. But, yeah, they did have some ballers back then. Some great players back then, you know. Mate, if England win the World Cup, Arsenal parade times 1,000 streets are going to be crazy. The whole country is going to be locked down. Going to be locked down. Going to be absolutely locked down. 100%. Here we go. We're kicking off the second half. It was criminal that famous Arsenal back four was used so much more for England. They were more than good enough, but never was selected. There's a lot of players that weren't selected, weren't there? You know? Well, you look at this current World Cup. You look at this current team. All right, we're not mentioning it now because we're in the semi-final. But at the time, when this team was selected, it was like, why ain't Palmer going? You know? Why is Noni Madueke going over Bowen? Why ain't this one going? Why ain't this one going? So I think every England international team that you look at throughout the generations, throughout the years, you're always going to have your handful of players that you're thinking, why ain't he gone? Why ain't they gone? It's just who the manager fancies at the time. Big up the Nesta. Big up Jamboy. Big up DJB in the chat. I sent a message, mate. Sorry, Jamboy. Not been looking. I apologise. Yeah, no problem, Jamboy. Just read it. No problem, brother. It was only off chance. As I said, I'm only sitting here with my little crew, you know. But yeah, definitely tomorrow, my friend. Definitely tomorrow, Jamboy. Big up Carl, big up Jamboy. Who's doing, all the legends are in the building tonight, people. France have been dog. Spain are much better. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Elise, look. Out-muscled. Cucurella. Do you know one thing you can say about Cucurella, right? You give him a job. He knows how to snuff out the danger men. If you could sign any player this summer, who would it be? Any player this summer? Elise. By a mile. I'd get Elise in that 10. I'd get Elise in the 10. I'd get Eze in the 8. I'd put Declan Rice in the 6. Job done. All Arsenal need. People go on about a left winger. People go, we need a quality number 10. We ain't got one. I keep saying it. I keep saying it every single time. And I get criticised for it. We haven't got a number 10. Odegaard's not the number 10. He ain't that man. And Eze ain't that man. We need someone, a number 10, like a proper Paul Merson, whatever you want to call him, Bergkamp, Elise in this level. You get a number 10, you can then move players everywhere. You get these proper number 10, you can then put Declan Rice back in the 6. You can play Eze in the 8. Imagine it. Imagine a man like Eze and Elise in the midfield with Declan Rice in the 6. So he would be the one player for me, DK, definitely. Rabiot off, Kone on. Yeah, Rabiot. That Scotland team, Souness, Dalglish, Hansen. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. John Walk. I forgot about Johnny Walk. He was doing madness, wasn't he? Ipswich. Stevie Nicol, probably one of the best fullbacks around. Dennis Law, Mackay in the City. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Look at the people they had. Yeah, but alongside Souness, you know, as I said to you, you've listed what, 5 players there? It's the other 6, isn't it? That's the problem. That's the problems with like Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and everything else. See, England, you've got Rice, Bellingham, you know, you've got Gahey, Kane. Yeah, I mean, you need depth. You need a lot of depth in international football. I mean, look at France, you know, Rabiot's off. He's in. It's a good save. It's got to be a corner and he's offside. England win it. That'll be a drone shot for the age. Oh, man. But it's still a disgrace that the golden generation Scotland failed to even... It's crazy. I can't believe Scotland have never made it out of a group. Yeah. Do you remember them homes? I used to love them when I was a kid. England v Scotland England versus Scotland at Wembley was just madness. I used to love them home nations. Brilliant. Well, look at the Welsh team. You know, Ian Rush, all of them lot. I was young, so I don't remember, but how didn't England win something with the likes of Ferdinand, Lampard, etc.? It's crazy. A lot of it, you had a lot of north-south divide. That is one thing Southgate brought into the England team. He brought that camaraderie, he brought that togetherness back in the England setup. You know, they didn't play together as a team. Ferdinand played for Man United, he hated Liverpool. You know, and you had all that. You had all that friction going on. I think he even said it in an interview himself. I think he even said it. Yeah, Mbappe. Look, everyone says Mbappe is the one player that you would sign. No, I don't think so. All right, I'll give you let me give you an example. Right, Mbappe in this current Arsenal team, when you got the likes of Odegaard, Martinelli on the left, and Odegaard, right, and Zubimendi in the 6. Where's the creativity coming from? Mbappe can't do it all on his own, no matter how good he is. Look at Gyökeres. Came to Arsenal, 97 goals. No creativity, scored 15 Premier League goals. I think Elise would be more effective to Gyökeres than Mbappe on his own. It looks like it's Spain's time right here, right now. Fat Boy Slim settings. Nasta, you're probably right, my friend. A lot of people have been saying Spain, haven't they? France look ragged at the moment. I think France will score at least one. Depends on what Spain do. Yeah. They're a little bit more. They've got a little bit more urgency in the second half. I've got to be honest. Did you get around and watch to pray Little Toaster last night? Gonna eat me dinner. See you tomorrow night, geezers. See you tomorrow night, Jam Boy. Try and get some sleep later. You might need it, brother. Big up to you, Jam Boy, as always. Big up to the Ruthless as well, that's locked in as well. Big up Carl, man. And big up to every single one of yous, Lynch as well. And RSV. Can't be the club rivalry. It was peak El Casio during the Pep and Jose era. And that Spain team was mainly Barca Madrid players who hated each other's clubs but won everything in the country. Yeah. I mean, they were up against elite teams, I've got to be honest, that era. But I'm pretty sure that Brazil team with Ronaldinho in it as well. I mean, that was just crazy as well, wasn't it? R9, you know? Come on, man. You couldn't compete with that, could you? Let's be honest. Would you say George Best is the only UK player who sits in the same table as Cruyff, Garnaccia, Del Stefano, Puskas, Platini, Zidane, Ronaldo, Maradona, Pele, Messi on a footballing ability and talent? Yeah, 100%. 101%. Georgie Best was insane. Insane. Great player. I'd rather get Rodrigo and wait a couple of months to get back to full fitness. Rodrigo on the left. You'd take Rodrigo. Not so sure now, you know. Not so sure, Nesta, for me. France have lost their composure. Telling you now, if Spain go 2-0 up, it's over. Did anybody offer Arteta the national job? Nope. Why can't Raya get in the Spanish team? I thought he's world class. World class players get into teams, yeah? World class players don't sit on benches. Why ain't Raya in the team? Why don't Saka start in the quarter-final for England? He's world class. Why ain't Saka starting? Because UK as a whole isn't necessarily renowned for producing all-timers barring George Best. No. I see your point. When you talk about all-time greats, England probably the most. Greavesy was a great player, though. Jimmy Greaves was a probably all-time great. Bobby Moore, all-time great. Would probably walk into most international teams in that era. Bobby Moore, Gordon Banks, the goalkeeper, world-class goalkeeper, would probably walk into most all-time teams. So, yeah, I mean, we have had some great players. However, when you're talking proper elite world-class, he's in. It's over. That touch by Olmo, that touch by Dani Olmo, man, was just sensational. I said the Spanish team would. When I was on Jez's, I said, don't be surprised if Spain don't knock France out. I said it. Pedro Porro, man. Man like Pedro Porro turning up in a semi-final to Spain. Go and watch, honestly. I said it on Jez's. I said, honestly, they'll keep possession. They'll knock France out of their stride. France haven't got... Elise will be starved of the ball. Take a look at this touch. Look at this passing. Look, in, patient. Look at that by Dani Olmo. He's tackled from behind and just flicks it round the corner, man. Look at that. Dani Olmo's touch there was just crazy. And a great finish. Jimmy Greaves, I would say, is generational, but not an all-timer. You can't put him in the same table as Arne Baston, Gerd Muller, Romario, possibly even Henri Suarez, and better than him. Go and have a look at his figures, though, man. He's up there with the greats. Wow. Lee Gunner's probably absolutely loving this. Let's see what Kenny Ken has to say. Let's see if let's ring. Let's see if Lee's live. Let's ring Lee. Let's see if Lee's live. Here we go. What are we saying, Lee?
Hello, mate. I'm live.
Yeah, I'm live too. What are we saying? Look, they're in again. Yamal. Hey! Oh, he's offside. Well, what a goal that was. I'm live. Yeah, man. Yeah.
They said I got no ball now. I said Spain pissed this World Cup. It's too easy.
See what I mean?
See the goal now. I'm about to see the goal now. I'm behind you. My child, Lamine Yamal's so cool. He's so good. Is he offside? Yeah, he's offside.
Yeah.
I keep telling them, DJ.
I know, man.
They say I got no ball knowledge.
We got Lee live on the phone, people. This is what I had to ring you, Lee, because you said it. You called this from the start. I was on Jezzy's channel earlier, and I said, "What Spain will do? They'll starve France of possession." Right? I said, "What Spain?" Yeah. Can you hear me, Lee? Yeah. Do you know what? Right, Lee. What I'm live as well, right? What I said on Jezzy's channel, right? I said what Spain will do is what Spain always do. They'll keep possession, they'll keep the ball, they'll starve France of any momentum, and Elise won't see as much as the ball as what he has been seeing all tournament. And once Elise has starved of the ball, they've run out of ideas.
Because the rest of their team are shit, yeah. It's almost like as well, DJ. Yeah, we've been telling them since the third game of last season at Anfield. No, with an injury.
Exactly.
It's funny that, isn't it? We told him that Saliba's been injured all season. Look at the Deschamps. Yeah, cry.
Yeah, exactly.
Cry. Deschamps cry. Frankie's cry. Yeah, I keep saying everyone. I told everyone. Spain pissed this World Cup.
Yeah, and if they get England or Argentina, it's not a problem, is it?
No, because both of them have done mad extra time games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll keep the ball. Yeah, and they've got weapons off the bench. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, done fuck all in this tournament. Yeah, the Yamal has done fuck all in this tournament. Yeah, because they're not fully fit. Yeah, the best players for Spain, Rodri has been insane, bro.
Oh, Rodri's been unrecognised. Oh, but he's Washley. He's finished. Yeah, he's finished. Oh, 100%. Look at Danny Elmo in this 10. He's just dictating things. That touch, man, for the second goal when he got kicked from behind and just laid it off.
He's been good.
Cucurella is always good for Spain, man. Oh, mate. Wow, just seen Spain.
Pedro Porro, even without that goal tonight, has been quality.
Yeah.
The players, they've got no Nico Williams. He's injured.
And Yamal's not fully fit, is he, Lee?
No, Yamal's not fully fit.
And yet,
their best players, have been Rodri, Porro, Cucurella.
It's insane.
Cucurella, Zabal.
Yeah.
It's too easy. Nico Williams is not even fit. He's barely played. I think he played about 10 minutes. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Shots that France had on target, because Spain had conceded like 7 shots on target the whole tournament.
What I said was, I wouldn't be shocked if Spain beat France. Right?
France haven't had a single shot on target.
And because it's pure and simple, when you've watched France all through the World Cup, right? And I said this in the chat as well. When you watch France through the World Cup, they've had a lot of the ball, and Elise's had a lot of the ball. So Elise has made things happen to open it up for the likes of Mbappe, right? But what Spain have done, because they keep possession and they have a lot of the ball, they're stopping Elise from getting the ball. France ain't been able to pull the strings and do what they can, and Mbappe's not been able to find the space because Spain's just So what they've done now, France have run out of ideas. Look at Danny Elmo, bro. Yeah, he does look good for his age, yeah.
He does. He's got away from Arsenal, bro. He looks amazing.
Yeah. I'd have him back there next season because Saliba's finished.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right? They come for the downfall every time. I kept telling you.
Yeah.
Spain will piss this World Cup. Because the man knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Casado, Firmino, Bernal.
Yeah. They're set up for the next. They're set up for the next.
He's not taking some of these players.
Yeah, it's mad.
Some of them are injured, some of them are not, so on and so forth. Yeah, he didn't take Jorge de Frutos. Who played for Vallecano.
Yeah,
he's a baller, and he played in all of the qualification games. He's a baller, bro. He plays for Vallecano. Yeah, and it's like, what he's doing.
100%.
He knows what he's doing, bro. This guy managed all of the youth setup all the way up. He won. And by the way, Spain won the other day. Yeah, the Euros. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like Germany in the final did not concede a goal the whole time.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Man, everyone talks about France. Oh my God, the dark horse is Morocco.
Look at Cucurella's tackle there on Mbappe, man.
France, Argentina, and Spain are the only 3 teams that can win this tournament. Whoever wins this tonight, which is Spain, right?
Wins the World Cup.
Yeah, Argentina will beat England. So, both of them teams have gone to extra time and enough time. But both of these teams that are playing now, free control, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now France have to step it up.
Yeah.
Spain just in cruise control. Pedri's been shit. Yamal's been shit. All tournament. But Rodri is back to Rodri.
Yeah. But Yamal stepped it up in this semi-final. He looks better in this semi-final, bro.
Fuck the French.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. Yeah.
One shot on target. That's 8 shots conceded in 8 games.
Mbappe, yeah. Oh no, it's
8
crazy,
shots.
man.
8 shots.
It's crazy.
On target. They conceded 1 goal.
Yeah.
And the 1 goal is because Kabasi, was for us in the second goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. No. I said if Spain score again, it's game over. It's finished. It's over, and it is, man. It is, man.
It's game over already. These men are wasters.
Yeah.
Everyone goes on about Germany against Curacao. It's got 7. All right, mate. Morocco. All right, mate. But who's Spain played? Well, they played France now, so you can all cry.
Yeah.
Because you said they played Austria. Now, one of your dark horses.
And Morocco as well.
Yeah, they played Uruguay. One of your dark horses.
And Morocco.
Yeah. Morocco? No, that was France.
Oh, France. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cabo Verde goalkeeper cried. He got 30 million followers. Yeah, so here's what it is.
Yeah, no, big up, Lee.
I told everyone from the jump. Spain, Argentina final. Everyone talks about France.
I hope you're wrong, bruv. I hope you're wrong. Spain and England will do nicely.
Right. I hope I'm wrong. Listen, real talk, I'm saying the Spain shirt, the one they're wearing right now.
Yeah, yes. Pucker that shirt, man.
I hope England win. I think they do. But at the same time, nothing about that country is me, bruv. So I'm Spanish.
Yeah. Well, they're walking this, bruv.
I love the French. I love the culture. I love the fact that it's just blatant rude. But at the same time, take on that fucking club are coming back, bruv.
No, they're not coming back on this, bro. They're not coming back on this.
They ain't coming back.
No, it's
now
done.
you can just bring on players off the bench.
It's done.
Yeah, this manager is so goated. This Luis de la Fuente, I keep telling it, bro.
Yeah.
Who's a realistic option? Luis de la Fuente. Oh, but who's that? Who's that? The Spain manager that won at youth level in every competition and now won the Euros and is about to win the World Cup, bro.
Yeah.
I swear down. DJ?
That touch by Olmo was
again, she fucked up the Champions League final.
Yeah.
You're watching the show. You ruined that Champions League final. It's not your fault, mate. Right? But she's landing with her youngest son. Yeah. On the World Cup final. Yeah?
Nice.
He's in the car. She's going to drive to mine. So by the time she gets here, it'll probably be about half time.
Wow.
I said, if Spain win, we're coming out, mate.
If Spain are winning by half time, you ain't getting to your place. It'd be mobbed.
I swear down.
Yeah.
Swear down. When Spain won the Euros, it was crazy.
Yeah, I bet it was, man.
It was crazy, but I was working. Right? People I've spoken to that said when they won the World Cup in 2010.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, the whole country got down.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, and I think if they come from nothing, these people, like, the maximum they get paid, like, if they got a great job, it's €2,200 a month.
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, man.
And it's like, I went for a number 2, and I was on the phone.
Yeah.
And I could hear the organisation where I live just celebrating. I was like, I know Spain scored.
Crazy. Yeah, big up, Lee, man. Yeah, I know it's going to be mad. It's going to be mad, but we'll see. We're 20 minutes to go, so we'll see. But it's done. You did, man. You did, Lee.
Argentina and Spain win.
Well, hopefully, I can ring you tomorrow when England are through, my friend. But anyway, listen. I know that, bruv. I know that. But
they're not good enough, mate.
All the best, Lee. Big up to you, my friend. All right, big up to you, and us. Listen, yeah, make sure you go and sub to Lee as well. You probably already have as well. Big up, Lee. Enjoy. Look, Cherky coming on Fernandez. Big up to you, my friend. Take care, Lee, bruv. Love, man. Bye, mate. Bye. That was Lee, people. You know, once Lee gets going, that's it. He said it. He called it. He knows his Spanish football. He watches a lot of it every single week. And I've got to admit, you know, I had to give him a call because I've not spoken to him much all summer. And B, I know how much he thinks about Spanish football and Spain. So, yeah, it's impressive. Impressive. Big up Mafia Boss. Yeah, he does, Lee. Once he gets going, Lee, that's it. But he spits facts. He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. Big up to Lee. Let's get France going the next 10 minutes for a big dramatic film. I'd like to see it, Lynch. I've got to be honest. I would like to see it 100%. I think if France can nick a goal now, they could be in with half a chance. Mbappe is certainly trying. They just look so dangerous when they're coming forward, though, Spain, don't they? They look as if, I don't know. France been shocking. Mucker, they've been the best team in the World Cup on paper for 10 years, but they can't get over the line. Yeah, exactly. Who does that remind you of? Who does that remind you of? Olitharbal's off. Ferran on. Wow. Wow. So Lee thinks Spain-Argentina final. Well, let's hope not. I mean, the stats are still showing. Second half, 53% possession for Spain, 50% for France. Again, they've not done a lot, France, have they? No, Mbappe ain't getting that. No way. This is over. This is crazy. They're just kind of sitting in there, Spain, as if to say, right, what have you got? Because what they know, they can just pick them off. They know they can just pick them off if they need to. If they need to break and counter, they know they can just pick them off. France have got to start committing people forward. Look at the pace of Mbappe when he gets the ball, though. That's a free kick. It's definitely a free kick. Yamal caught him then. This could be a yellow card for Lamine. Should be a yellow card. He won't get it, but it should be a yellow card. Not yellow. Look, even Deschamps saying, what? That's not yellow? What are you talking about, ref? Let's have a look. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card all day long. He's nowhere near. He's nowhere near the ball. That's reckless. That's a yellow. Big up, Nesta. If it's England versus Spain like it was 2 years ago, DJB will get expeditiously cooked. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Oh, dear, Nesta, man. Don't. Look, let's be blatantly honest, right, Nesta, right? We all know that the winners of the World Cup is going to come from this side of the draw, right? I don't even think Argentina are beating Spain or France. I don't think England would beat Spain or France. However, when you're in a World Cup final, it does things to you. And anything can happen. Anything can happen. You know? And we are a tournament team. We might not be the best on the eye. We might not look pretty. We might not be brilliant, free-flowing football, but we are a tournament team. And you never know, we could win ugly. Marino's on the pitch. 3-0 Spain, you watch. Pedri's on as well. What a lovely little player. I love watching this player. So intelligent, isn't he? What a move that was. I thought that was in. So did Deschamps. I thought this was in. Lovely little clip ball into the middle. Ferran Torres has got to hit the target at least. Rodri this World Cup has been brilliant. We could win ugly with all the ill behaviour, DJB. We could. On this performance by Spain, I can't see it if we was to get through. And on this performance by Spain, Argentina ain't going to win the World Cup either. Forget it. Argentina ain't winning the World Cup. The old phone calls will be going tomorrow whilst we're all live, people, though. If England beat France, Shane's getting a phone call. And if Argentina beat England, I reckon I'll be getting a phone call, me and Jamboy and everyone online. So we're expecting it, people. We're expecting it. Easy. I will answer, though. I don't think Shane will answer if I'll ring him. If England are 2-0 up with like 5 minutes to go and I'll call him, he ain't answering the phone. I bet you Spain score again. I bet Spain win 3. I bet they win this 3-0. What a team this Spanish team is, though. France are thinking, how's your luck, eh? Why couldn't we have got England? Just lacked ideas, France. As I knew they would. Another manager getting the sack from international football, Deschamps. This will be it. He'll be gone. Zidane will roll in. Zidane will be their next manager. Klopp will be Germany's next manager. That'll be it. The only one that won't get the sack is Tuchel. He'll come home a hero. He'll come home a national hero, Tuchel. It's what we do in England, isn't it? Mbappe's in, keeper's come out, he's nowhere near it, he's missed the header. Oh dear, that was shocking. Tried to lift it. I don't know what he tried to do there, I think he tried to sort of lift it. But look, Mbappe's through. Keeper makes a hash of it, falls to Doué. What's he going to do with it? Is he going to loft it? No, he messes it all up. Wow. A manager should never announce his departure before tournaments end. I agree, Lynch. I totally agree. Third place playoff is Deschamps' final game. I think so. 100% Khawaja. To not start Ryan Cherky in the games for France is a sackable offence in itself. Facts. I'm surprised as well. They are probing now, France. If they do score, it's game on. If they do score, it's game on. There'll still be time left. Oh, Spanish goalkeeper's milking this, man. He is milking this. In-game management of this goalkeeper is crazy. Oh dear, 83 minutes. France really need to kind of, I don't know. I mean, look, they've been caught in possession there. Spain have been on them though. As soon as they've got the ball, they've been closing them down. They've you know. Time wasting is not wise. Sometimes it comes to bite you. It can do, Benzo. Yeah, that's happened many a times. Simon, you lucky bugger. Yeah, ruthless. So lucky. They're roughing it up now, Spain, aren't they? They're sort of like getting their tackles in. They're like, they're drawing fouls in areas there where they're not going to get hurt, but that is shocking, that free kick. No, nothing. Just lacked ideas going forward. That's bad. That's a yellow card. Mbappe, that's frustration. Steamed in on the goalkeeper. That's a yellow card. Since William Saliba came off injured, shock, France have just collapsed. Nasty, yeah. Look at that by Mbappe. That's dreadful. What's he doing there? I think what done it right, Nesta, was it was an accumulation of things, wasn't it? It was the penalty, and then shortly after Saliba going off injured. Those two things kind of knocked them a little bit. You know, they're not only one down, they've lost their best centre half as well, and they've had to reshape a little bit. And I think it just rocked them. But listen, you can't take nothing away from this Spanish team. They've kept the ball. That they've been on the front foot for most of the time. They've closed them down. They've not given them any space to work in. Elise's been non-existent. So they're a good side, Spain. They're a good side. They're going to need some beating, I'm telling you. No. Right on the edge of the box. Free kick's been given. I thought that was a bit soft. Very soft. Of all the games France had to play so poor, it had to be this one. Yeah, I'm ruthless, yeah. But trouble is, a lot of the games, the opposition have let them play. You know? Spain was never going to let them play. Spain was never going to let them play. Spain was never going to give them the space they needed. And it's how you show up. It's how your big players show up when, I mean, that Mbappe free kick just tells you everything you need to know. What's happened to France. But France needed to step up. You know, when teams are on you, you've then got to get your best players to go, right, okay, we're not allowed to play, but this is what we can do. This is what we're going to do now. And they've not done it. They've not done it. Look at Lamine Yamal, man. That's a penalty. That, honestly, he's literally just pushed him off the ball. No. Look, at the end of the day, Spain are a good side. They're a lot of people's favourites to win this tournament. But they've just gone quietly about their business. Everyone's been blown away by France. Everyone's been blown away by the Messi euphoria. Messi this, Mbappe that. Messi this, Mbappe that. Meanwhile, while all that's been going on, Spain have just been going, yeah, we've done our job, we've done our bit, we've done this, blah, 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 and just got on with it. And here they are, pretty much in a final of a World Cup. Whilst everyone's been talking about Mbappe and Messi and this one and that one, Spain are quietly in a final. Jude this, Bellingham this, Jude this, Bellingham this. They've forgotten about the Pedris, the Lamine Yamals, the Lathables. Not spoken about them. Cucurella has been brilliant. Again, another tournament where Cucurella has been brilliant. I'm not having anyone tell me he's a poor defender. He's a defender that I would have at Arsenal any day of the week as a fullback. He's levels in front of Calafiori. He's levels in front of any fullback we've got. And I'm going to put Timber in with that as well. He's better than Timber. Wouldn't say he's levels above Timber, but he's better than Timber. Ole now, look, Ole. It's done. It's done. It's up to you, Argentina and England now. Rodri's been outstanding as well. No one's mentioned him all World Cup. No one's mentioned Rodri. It's been the Messi and Mbappe show, isn't it? We're losing the World Cup final now. We're screwed next season at Arsenal. Yep. Yep, we all told you. I did say enjoy this season, enjoy the parade, enjoy the Premier League, enjoy the Champions League final, enjoy the Carabao Cup final, even though we lost both of them. Because next season is going to be very, very bumpy. We could easily end up being a Liverpool next season. Look at this team. They're just keeping the ball now, look. Spain are just doing what Spain do, look. Just keeping the ball. It's a free kick to Spain, isn't it? It's got to be. Ramos, look, Puyol. What a bench that is up in that stand, man. I think Danny Murphy said that Spain could win this World Cup quite easily. Seems with least amount of noise go very far in tournament. Yeah. Carl, you're right, my friend. 100% right. There we go. It could be free now. No, he's had to check. Oh. Would you take Williams at Arsenal? Nico Williams. Been a lot of doubt. There's been a lot of speculation. Oh, well, no, I wouldn't take Nico Williams. No, I wouldn't take Nico Williams. Well, I'm telling you now. Or is he another Martinelli where he just keeps his head down? Huffs and puffs, but don't really do anything. Not for me, Benso. No, I don't know. I mean, I've enjoyed watching Mbappe this World Cup. I've enjoyed watching spells of Dembele this World Cup as well. I've enjoyed watching Elise, but no, he knows it's over. Champs knows it's over. The French know it's over. Look, tears everywhere. They know it's over. It's finished. It's done. What a performance by Spain, people. Game's over. I said it was over as soon as the second goal went in. That was it. Done. Finished. This Spanish team, I'm telling you that now. Said it on Jez's channel. I wouldn't be shocked if Spain won this game. Look at Cucurella. Look, he's still playing as if it's the first minute. They're just keeping the ball. Look, brilliant. No, you wouldn't have Nico Williams. Nah, a lot of people wouldn't. Dembele off with a shot. Easy save for the goalkeeper. It'd only be a consolation goal now anyway. There's seconds left. No, Mbappe, no, not happening. Over the bar. Game over. France just got humbled. Ruthless, more than humbled. Look, they're celebrating already on the bench. They know it's over. Keeper kicks it out. It's gone. Look at the Spanish. Look. I bet your Arteta's over the moon. Arteta's absolutely over the moon. And his team wins the Premier League, gets to the Champions League final, and then he watches his country get to the final of a World Cup. Look at Marino going to a World Cup final. Pedro Porro, look. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There it is, people. There it is, and deservedly so. Deservedly so. Said it, I called it. They won that game literally by being technically better than everyone else. They won that game out of technical brilliance. They were technically better than France. On paper, their forward line might not be as good as France, but technically, all over the pitch, they're better than France. Midfield, at the back, keeping the ball, passing, moving, all much better than France. Individually, you could turn around and say, well, France has got probably the more potent force going forward. Cucurella was brilliant. Gone out with a whimper, but you've got to give credit to France. Spain. You've got to give credit to Spain. I'm sorry. You can say that France have gone out with a whimper, but you've got to give credit to Spain. Technically, they were just awesome. Arteta 2-0 will probably be a World Cup winner. Yeah, nasty. You imagine it. Wow. That's Deschamps gone. Big up everyone that's been in. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone. Make sure you smash a like on it. The third and fourth playoff game must be horrible to play in. What? Scrap it. Never understood it. Never understood it. It must be so depressing as a player to play in that game. It must be so depressing as a player to play in that match. And the spectators, they just want to go home now. They just want to go home. They've had their time in the World Cup. They've had their fun. Spain's record against France is insane. Spain's record against France is just mad. I think France has only beaten them twice in now the 11th out of 11 now. You got to feel sorry for Saliba, ain't you? Losing a cup semi-final and coming off injured. What memories has he got? He's lost a Champions League final at a whimper, and now he's gone out of a semi-final of a World Cup at a whimper. Look at Marino, look, World Cup. Spaniard, good win. Good win, Benzo. Brilliant win. Big up to everyone that's in. So there you have it, people. Thank you for staying with me on the watch along. It's always appreciated. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Make sure you smash a like on the channel. I will be back for the watch along tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. What can I say? England through and through. I just hope we do it. Jam Boy's with us. Normski's with us. Gianni will be with us. It's going to be a massive watch along tomorrow night. Make sure you put your notifications on. We will be here in force. Tomorrow night, it's our turn. Come on, England. Come on, Ruthless Man. Come on, Cole. You know it makes sense, bruv. Come on. Come on. Big up to you, my friend. See you tomorrow, Benzo. Yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow, my friend. England-Spain final. Let's go. Come on. We know. I want to be in a position where I go, Shane, hello, Earth calling Shane. And he'll do the same. No, big up, Shane, man. Big up to the Lynch as well. 100% Lynch. Big up to you. Come and join us tomorrow. Come on, England. Big up to Kawaja. Gavin's been in as well. Nasta, big up to you, Nast. Respect, my friend. RSV7. Mafia Boss as well. Everyone as well. If I haven't mentioned you, I'm sorry. But big up to every single one of you. There weren't many in tonight as a watch along. It's not what I do it for. We've all shared the experience together. Big up to every single one. And we'll see you tomorrow. England versus Argentina. If you miss it, I don't know what to say. But big up to Spain. Come on. You're going to hear how poor France were. That's all you're going to hear. Oh, France was this, France was that, France was this. But if you look at that game of football, you will see that being technically gifted will always win you matches. If you've got the technical ability, you'll win a football match in a big tournament over determination. And it's all right, people saying about England, you've got the commitment, they've got the spirit, they've got this and they've got that. But if you haven't got the ability technically, you ain't winning nothing. France was a masterclass in technical ability. And that's why when we watch the Premier League, it might be exciting, but technically it ain't the best. It's just not the best. Big up to everyone. See you tomorrow, people. England versus Argentina. Be there or be square with the mob. Bars open, round about 7:45, people. Bless.